The idea of Qurayshi liberalism sounds really odd. Quraysh, from the 7th century, pagan Arab tribe, and liberalism, a fairly recent idea. Actually, let me just correct that. Quraysh are, of course, alive today and they're Muslim today, and they are, there's millions of their descendants, but they were, how, okay, what is the similarity between liberalism and, the Qurayshi way of life in the 7th century? Well, think of it this way. Liberals today would say, whether you follow one way, you follow another way, at the end of the day, these things are subjective anyway. Many different faiths or non-faiths or whatever it is, it's all equal. It doesn't really matter what you believe. It matters whether you're a good person, and denial of the hereafter, and all roads leading to the same destination. To each their own way. There is no absoluteness. There is no sacredness. Likewise, amongst the Quraysh, the pagan Arabs, you had this idea of whether you worshipped various idols, like the idols mentioned in the Quran, like Lat, Manat, Uzza, and all these different, so many hundreds of idols that they worshipped, and each tribe had their own idol, and what Christians believed in, what Jews believed in, what the pagan Arabs believed in, everyone believed in, it was all equivalent, it was all fine. You just sort of being a good person was counted more than who you actually worshipped. However, Islam came along, and Islam made a distinct claim. It said, no, perennialism is not right, Qurayshis. It's not the case that all rivers lead to the same ocean. No, there is one truth, and the truth is that there is none worthy of worship except the one true God, Allah. So that claim, it went against the Qurayshi pluralistic sort of understanding of worship, this sort of idea that everything is equivalent. And therefore, it was a challenge to that liberalistic idea that, as long as you're a good person, it doesn't really matter what you believe, doesn't really matter what you worship or not worship. And today, likewise, liberalism is at odds with Islam, because liberalism, in essence, your God is your own desire, what you want to do, and in a way, reality is even what you make it now. So liberalism from the 7th century or liberalism in the 21st century is facing the same contender, and that contender is Islam, with Islam's unique claim that actually there is a absolute sacred, and that absolute sacred is not going to be undermined by human constructs, whether those human constructs are made of wood and stone, or whether those are ideas which are being proposed by philosophers and thinkers. Human constructs can never be a challenge against the divine wisdom of the Creator.